The Fix.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to The Fix, Orlando's very own talk show. Our topic today is Be Your Partner's Peace. Well, I'm your host, Marc The Dreamer, and we're going to get into it. So, we're going to get to our panelists. So, to my right, I have Daph, who's going to be representing the ladies. Or Queen Daph, my apologies. She's going to be representing the ladies.
Yes, sir.
All right, now, we also have a special guest today. You guys may know her from the newsfeed segment, Lenny. She's also going to be representing the ladies.
Of course, hello.
That leaves no other than myself to represent the fellas. All right. Now, right before we get into it, let me get you guys' opinion. Be your partner's peace. Daph, what does that mean to you?
Be that person that just brings it all in.
Brings it
when
all
the
in.
storm is out, be the rainbow. Ooh, I just came up with that on my thumb.
All right,
Stop
a hopeful
it. Stop
I'm
it.
gonna have to trademark
Fellas,
that.
don't snap. All right. So now, I want to know, do you agree with being his peace?
Yes, absolutely. And you need to be mine as well. Don't give me hell.
Hey,
And I'm over here
don't
being.
start.
Hello.
All right, Lenny, what's going on? Talk to me.
So, be someone's peace to me is be your own peace, find peace within yourself so you could bring that peace into the relationship. That for me is what peace is.
Okay, in the relationship. What about being his peace?
Being his peace, if he could bring peace into my life as well, and there's that mutual connection with the peace, then I'm all for it, of course.
Well, from the fella's perspective, being her peace, I think, is practically what you guys are saying, just being the calming aspect of things when things are a bit stormy. However, now, I don't know if I agree with being her peace in a way. We're going to get right back to it. We're going to go to our street team. Our street team is going to tell us what Orlando actually feels about this topic today, which is be your partner's peace. We'll be right back, guys.
All right, what does it mean for you to be his peace?
You have to provide a safe and stable environment for your significant other so that they can be able to come to you about anything, talk to you about anything, and always just be able to express themselves openly.
Okay, all right. And do you think that you're responsible for providing peace in your relationship?
I think each person should be responsible for providing not only the other person's peace, but also being in charge of your own peace. So just being able to do a little bit of both.
Like you have to have peace within yourself in order to
I
reflect
can't
it.
bring you peace if I'm not at peace myself.
Okay, that is a word. What does it mean to you to be her peace?
I mean, it really just comes down to the fundamentals of being a man. You kind of have like traditionalist aspects kind of incorporated, but like modern society is kind of faded away. But for the means of me is just being a supporter in a sense. You're kind of like the foundation of the relationship while she provides the structure. So you have to be able to provide, just take care, be honest with her, be transparent.
Okay.
I feel like communication is key for all the men out there, and just having that understanding of respect, kind of being cohesive with one another, and just knowing what works for you guys to just succeed.
Okay, and you said it's changing a bit with modern society.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's just like the advancements of technology, how social media, you have more access to getting communication with a lot of people, and like, I mean, for a guy, I mean, if you're single, like, you're just surfing through the web and stuff, but I feel like it's those moments where once you get in a relationship, everybody's trying to holler at you and stuff, so like, it just kind of showcases.
You just gotta do you.
Yeah, like you just gotta be focused. You gotta stay low key. You can't talk. Like if your girl doesn't like you talking to other women, you just gotta respect that, and it'll reciprocate. Because I know the real women hold it down. That's all it really is. So.
Okay, and so for you, I don't know if you're in a relationship, but do you think you should be the peace in the relationship?
I feel like both of them should be the peace. I don't feel like you have to really be 50-50 with it. Okay. I mean, not every single day is gonna be like that. Sometimes it's gonna be 80-20. You gotta be able
about that balance.
Yeah, you have to give that balance because you have to support them. You're gonna have your ups and downs, but true love is understanding. True love is, you know, giving when it's necessary, and you're gonna get those blessings back.
True. He sounds like he's trying to win me over.
Welcome back to The Fix. We just heard what the street of Orlando thought about our topic, which was be your partner's piece. All right, now we're going to hear it directly from our
gonna
panelists.
hear it.
And myself, of course, today. If you're just not tuning in, I am representing the fellas today and also, you know, discussing with everyone. So we'll start with Lenny, right?
You scared of Daph?
I think that's exactly what
He's scared of Queen Daph.
Okay,
over here.
right before I go into it, really, to get you guys' opinion, I really want to say what I've seen out there and what be his piece and be their piece really out there means and why we're having this discussion. Really, to me, it's been like straightforward to the males. It's really been his piece, and then now I feel like the women are like, okay, if we're gonna be his piece, we need our piece too. And that's exactly what I think is coming. It's not like the women started this, or it started with the women and then it went to the males. It started with the males, then it was like a kickback. Like, okay, if we're gonna be your piece, you need to be our piece too. I think that's what it is. And from the context of people online and things like that, they're saying that his piece means after he gets out of work, or, you know, when he gets home after a long day of work, you know, food,
Let me cater
one,
to you, like
to
that.
massage, things like that, a catering aspect of it. That's what the people are saying, of course, be his piece pretty much means.
Okay.
And then the ladies are saying, well, I need my piece too. If I'm going to be your piece, who's going to be my piece in a sense? So that's the context behind that. So now let's start with Lenny. Let me get your breakdown on being his piece and how you feel
So
about it
in the sense of like catering to my man when he comes home from
Yeah,
work,
being
like we're
his
looking
piece.
at that.
Uh-huh.
So of course, you know, but he has to also treat me like a queen. Hello, like hello, Queen Daph over here. So there has to be that balance of you're treating your woman right so she could do the same. Listen, I'm a great cook. I'm Hispanic. I be busting it down in the kitchen. So when he come home from work, nice home cooked meal, nice and hot and ready, you know, we get it popping. But if you're gonna be not my piece,
So it has to be equal, you're saying? You cannot
Yeah, of
be
course.
the man's piece if it's not your piece.
correct.
Okay.
It's my turn.
Okay. I talk for the fellas in a little bit.
For me, I feel like it's just bigger than just the domestic stuff. You know what I mean?
That
Like,
too.
somebody could cater to you, cook, clean, and stuff like that, and y'all have no emotional attachment. When y'all get home, y'all don't even speak. Yes, you're doing your wifely duties, but if he's having a stressful day, he doesn't even feel like he can come and talk to you about it to relieve that stress, or just feel vulnerable and just come to you about whatever. I just feel like it's bigger than just like the domestic stuff. Like, you would want for me, I would want my man like, dang, I'm going through it, or whatever the case may be. I gotta get home to my lady so I could talk to her, because I know she'll bring it back. She'll get me into a better place. Like that. I'm looking at being his piece in that way. Being, you know, the domestic stuff and the wifely duties, whatever, that's okay. But you could still not be his piece by, even if you mopping up the floor every day.
And he slipped, then he gonna be back.
You know what I mean? Like, it's bigger than that. I feel like people are too focused on the domestic things. Yes, those are nice. Yes, as a wife, you should do these things. Cool, but is your man still able to open up to you when he's going through something, or whatever situation? Are you the one he goes to first before he goes to somebody outside the household?
Okay, what if it's that? What if that piece is that? Are you willing to be his piece?
Absolutely.
There?
I'm his wife.
Okay.
If I'm your wife, it has to be like that.
It's for
And
life.
It should be vice versa as well. I don't want to have to go out of my home to look for comfort into a situation. I want to come to my husband like, yo, babe, this is what happened, whatever. Yeah.
You both
What
spill
are we
tea to
married
each other.
for?
Exactly. Then it's
So we're already down to marriage. You put your
It's
push
a partnership
You
then.
speeding. You speeding. All right.
Even in a relationship, boyfriend,
sure.
girlfriend, engagement, whatever.
For sure. Listen, Elaine, or Lenny, my apologies. I do. What were you saying? I'm not really a big fan. Like, you want to be his piece because you want him to be your piece. I don't think it has to be a reaction to
well,
to
not
something.
a reaction, but definitely there has to be that balance between both of you, because if I'm having a stressful day as well, we have to come to that consensus, like she was saying, you know, have that vulnerable space so you could both feel connected, like Queen Daph was saying over here.
See,
Okay.
well, how she can
But
get
like
my
as
name
men,
right, you can't.
we
Women,
taking the
girl.
initiative to say it. Like I don't know how it started per se on social media and things, but it started with a male, right? We decided to be like, oh man, we need a piece. We need somebody to when we get home to kind of like get us back into that. Yo, honey, you home? Let's don't worry
Let's
about
chill.
work. This is
Yeah.
home, right? Now, how come it wasn't a woman who started like be?
Because we mind our business.
I
What
think,
does that mean?
I think it goes down to just, I guess the times are different now. So a lot of women might be mad at me for this, but they're not
Girl.
as sensitive to their spouses anymore, I would say, to how they used to be. They're a little bit more not tolerant in different things. So it kind of causes like sometimes friction or different things, or like you're always arguing with it. And again, it depends on the relationship. So I just feel like men probably just feel like, dang, like women aren't as nurturing or as catering or as whatever as they used to be, so they feel like they're lacking that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you might get to the next woman and she does have that.
Okay.
But as a whole, I think
Okay, if we're lacking it, then there might be a lack of it, right?
it might be, yeah.
So now, in the perspective of like a male perspective, I feel like we're going into a relationship to be her piece. I think we're going in a relationship to be the one that she's always dependent on, or the person that's going to be the provider. So technically, we're already the piece. So like when a woman would say be her piece, I mean, we go into
But
it
just
being
because
your
you're a
piece.
provider doesn't mean you're her piece. Yes,
Exactly.
You're having a solid foundation for her. She has a home over her head and stuff like that. But if she's, God forbid, she's going through a miscarriage or she's going through
It's deeper than
Of
that.
course,
anxiety
yeah,
or whatever the case
we
may
go
be.
through it together. I feel like as men,
Yes,
we're
but what
already
if-
providing the emotional support.
Correct, but there's not every man that knows how to get in touch with their own emotional side. So they
Exactly.
don't know how to do that for their spouse
So
as well.
But would you agree that majority of the men brings the emotional support?
Depends what kind of man they
I
are.
don't think
So
so.
there's a lot of, like you were touching on earlier, that whole traditional role of women are now more independent, they're working, so it's kind of like the man back in the day, that's all he
They
did.
were
And the
more
women was just
dominant.
home. Yeah, so the woman was just home, again, ready to cook meal right there, boom, 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 everything was set out. So that's peace back in the day. Now, in a new era that we have going on,
Roles are flipped now. Things are
exactly,
so
the
different.
women are doing the same
But you're
thing.
not selling me though. I'm not. You're not selling me on being her piece, like,
So,
because we
well,
already
well,
come in doing it. What is something
But
that?
how are you being her piece just because the main points that you went on is
Let me
mostly
break
was
it down. Let me break
providing.
it down.
And necessities.
Yes.
In this era, to be honest, and I'm gonna be frank with y'all. Y'all see the camera. I'm gonna be frank with everybody. In this actual era, I feel like, of course, women do what they need to do as far as like go to school. Most like if you look at the college percentage, more women are in school and
Correct.
trying to get their degree. With that said, more men are out here working, making the money, right?
Correct.
Now, when they're in school, they need a bit of support. So sometimes being behind on debt or being behind on the bills, that's not peaceful as much. And then now you met a gentleman who's possibly, in the financial stability that he's in. He's bringing that peace into her life. So in a sense, to be honest, that's a part of a piece I think we bring as males. So
Okay.
like now when we're in a relationship and we go be her piece, we already brought the peace. We're bringing it. We're coming with
but
it.
I think what you're forgetting is that you think the way you're making it seem like
I'm not saying
that's-
every woman. I'm not saying every woman has that
But
issue.
the way you make it seem is just because you're providing. That's
Exactly.
Just peace. She might be looking for more than just that.
Like emotional
It can't
support?
I'm not saying she's not looking
A
for it.
woman can provide for a man. A woman can do all these other things and emotionally be there for him or whatever the case may be. I feel like if you're gonna be somebody's piece, it has to be all around. It can't be just
Yes.
financially I'm her
And
piece.
even provide it herself. Like
don't-
again.
I don't disagree with being her piece. I just don't think it has as much ground as being his piece. That's really what I'm saying.
Why though? It should be equal.
We need the peace. We're looking for it more than. I
think-
feel like
I
we
think-
need it more than.
I think
than
you're
the
saying that
female
because
perspective.
a lot of more women, y'all gonna hate me for this too.
Oh my God.
But for these days, a lot of women are kind of having the mindset like in a relationship they're trying to take.
That's
And
another thing,
men
too.
now you guys feel like, dang, I'm just giving. So you feel like, okay, dang, I am her piece. I'm giving her all of this. I'm giving her all of that because you feel like you're giving so much. That's probably why you feel like that. But let's say if you were in a relationship where the woman was always giving, you kind of just. Yeah.
So what am I gonna do now?
At that point, what would it be?
You turn the conversation, and we're gonna get into it. So right before we get deeply into the conversation that Daphne just twisted on us, we're actually gonna go take a break, and we'll be right back. All right? Thank you for watching, guys.
Are you tired of doing social media marketing without any results? Contact Dreams Geometry Social Media Marketing Agency today. They can help you find the best angle to reach your customers and help grow your business. Contact them today at info@dreamsgeometry.com.
Welcome back to The Fix. If you're watching on our social media platforms, or if you're watching on TATV as well from Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, or Miami, you can interact with us. You can always use the hashtag Let's Talk About It on our social media platforms. Our social media platform is @TheFixOrlando. That's for Instagram and Twitter. And for Facebook, you're going to find it at The Fix Talk Show, okay? Use the hashtag Let's Talk About It to give your comments and also opinion on what we're saying today. What I'm saying, because I'm representing the fellas today, and what Daph and our special guest Lenny said.
A joke! No.
So let's get right back into it. We just got off of you switching the actual perspective. You were actually saying that it should be like, if the man is the piece of the relationship, then we have to make sure that it happens both ways and things like that. So can you elaborate?
It shouldn't be either or. Oh, the man or this relationship, she's the piece. Or that relationship, he's the piece. Both of you guys need to be the piece. Everybody needs something different, but if you're gonna say you're somebody's piece, you need to be their piece all around, not just because you paying for our apartment.
So should this be like a peace interview, like when you get with somebody, like
no, it shouldn't be like that. But you would know.
What kind of piece would you
if
like?
you're dating,
tell me, woman.
Yeah, like if you're dating somebody, you kind of know, like, yo, this person is toxic as hell. Like, you can't be my piece because you're just toxic, period, and you're just gonna bring that into my air, like.
Into my air.
What are we doing? No.
So is this a defining thing now? Like
it shouldn't be. I think people are making it bigger than what it needs to be. If you're gonna be, I would hope people will be with somebody who's just a decent person. That if shit hits the roof, I could come to that person. Why are you in a relationship if you cannot come to the person that you're with?
Correct.
And bring you down to like, okay, you know what? Dang, she helped me get back to myself, or he helped me get back to my. What are we doing?
I think a lot of things stem from as well. If they don't know how to provide that peace as well, because they don't know how to find it with it themselves, that's what comes back to my point.
And that's my point. You're not going to be with somebody who's just all over the place, who's just toxic, who's just, ooh, baby, no.
Hummus.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't have to be like, today, I really want to be with somebody. Let me make sure they have peace. It should be, oh, no. I'm interested in this person. Let me figure out how this person is, their personality, all this stuff. Oh, wow, she's a decent person. He's a decent guy. Like, okay, like you figure out, once you know somebody, different situations help you know their character and who they are, what they could bring to the table. Nobody dates somebody, they just.
You'll be surprised, girl. You'll be very surprised.
I know people change, but you need to give yourself time to figure out who you dealing with.
Okay. And as I mentioned before, being her piece, I don't think is a.
So you're telling me that you don't think men should be women's piece?
No, I believe we are, in a sense, already the piece.
How? Just because you're a man and you so-called provide. Every man ain't out here providing.
Yeah, I feel like.
So what else?
Answer the question. What happens to the woman that the man is not providing? Where's her piece then?
Listen, the man is providing something. Listen, when we.
Penis?
That's the piece. We providing the piece.
Man, you can get that anywhere.
Listen, but not every penis is peaceful. But let's start.
Some of the best ones comes from the most toxic people. So what are we talking about?
Correct.
Well, that was interesting. However, on my perspective, what I'm saying is from a male perspective, and the fellas could agree with me on this one. I think every man, like it's probably rare, maybe like a 2% of guys who get in a relationship and not wanting to big up the woman. Like, why are you even getting into the relationship? We get in a relationship to big up the woman. We in there to basically bring it. Bring the financial support. Bring the help. We're there to bring the peace.
But I can provide that for myself too.
Okay, let's talk about self-peace. Okay, I do agree with what she's saying. Sorry. She just brought up something about self-peace. I agree with it. I agree. If I'm going in a relationship with a woman, I would want her to have already her personal peace. And I'm just basically a support, bringing it in. We work collectively. Myself, when I get a relationship, I would want to have a personal peace. I'm not looking for it from her. I'm not looking for her to be my peace. I can have my peace, myself. Now, if we're in a relationship, things get, different. We still need to work on that peace. But however, internal peace, I think, is one of the most important.
Yes, absolutely. You can't provide somebody else's peace if you don't have it within yourself, which is what we said from the jump. You know what I'm saying? See, you just made me forget what I was about to say because you struck a nerve.
That's one point for fellas.
No, that's not a point. That's not a
Amnesia
point.
is what we do.
It's gonna come back to me.
You'll be like, what? Huh? And then you forget what the heck you were gonna talk about.
You said something and it just struck me. I'm like,
listen,
what?
We can agree to disagree. Now, what I'm gonna do right now is I want to play a small game. Of course, I'm gonna be part of the game, and you guys will also be part of it. We're gonna play to be or not to be.
Oh. Okay.
For those watching, the context is I'm gonna give a few scenarios, and then within those scenarios, Daph, Lenny, and myself, we're gonna give the answers of to be or not to be. So basically, to be their piece or not be that piece in that situation. So let's get into the first one. You ready?
All right.
This is already pissing me off.
Take a deep breath, girl.
I got it.
Peace is not.
I'm gonna hold it down.
Mark, peace is not something you just turn on and turn off.
Take a deep breath, baby.
It should just be okay. Let's go. Let's
You know, you know who I should let you talk to? Or producer Yoshi. He knows all about peace. Anyway, let's get to the actual breakdown. The first question is, you ready? Scenario. Your partner has finally gotten that week of vacation that they've been praying for.
Okay.
You started working longer hours and come back home later in the day, but every time you come home, the house is a mess. And your partner's just watching TV, good old TV. He's watching The Fix. Hey. Now, what do? To be his piece or not to be his piece?
I feel like if I say I'm gonna be his piece, that means I'm okay with my house just looking crazy and I'm tolerating it.
Boom.
But just because I say, yo, babe, why you ain't clean up the house, that doesn't mean I'm not your piece.
You don't even have to ask. It's just, again, it has to be that mutual
You don't
connection.
turn peace off and on is what
with
I'm
the
saying.
peace.
You know how watching TV goes.
So if you
You know how that goes.
Yeah, but
You
if
know how
I'm saying, babe, why didn't you?
I'm on vacation,
why didn't you? That means we gotta live like pigs because you on vacation.
Is a crack
and
house?
you chilling. You
It's
can't help
one
me
day,
out.
24 hours. One day.
One day.
This literally said that day you came home and it was dirty. That day.
then be like, well, honey,
So to be or not to be, I need to answer. To be?
Not to be.
nah.
Well, if we flip this,
If I have to
if we
pick,
flip
not to
this
be.
scenario and it's I'm the one working and she's on vacation, I come home and the house is dirty.
That's even worse because you expect your woman to clean up the crib.
Oh yeah, you said it, not me. Hey,
It is
not
what
her
it
We
is.
both clean the crib.
I
Yeah,
decided,
we both gonna clean, but
I would not be her piece at this point. But however, I would not be. I would not be like, oh, baby, why you didn't clean? Like you've been home all day, you've been watching TV. I'm not gonna be that. I'm simply gonna be like, oh, so.
you chilling.
So, you see us Swift over
you
here?
chilling.
This broom look real cute. Look what I got you, baby.
So the consensus is not to be. All right, next scenario. Your partner have been working overtime, and because of that, their patience is limited. Now, they've been kind of giving you snarky remarks here and there. So to be or not to be.
Snarky remarks. That don't fly.
I'm gonna be like, what's up with you?
You're contradicting yourself. What happened to be
How
his
is
piece?
me? But this is, and I'm going back to what I said. Peace is not something you turn off and on. Just because I'm asking you, what's up with you? Like, you good?
What's up?
Like, what's up? That doesn't mean I'm
But
trying
okay,
to.
so are you
I'm
trying to get to the piece? Is that the question? You initialize
I'm
the
trying
question
to.
and say-
Yes, I'm trying to bring it back to figure out. Okay, what's going on? Like, what's happening? It could be something that a conversation needs to be having. It's not having. If there's tension in the air, I need to figure out what is going on
because
to bring back that peace. It could be something so small that we could talk about, and we back to being booed
But
up
you're
on the
willing to
couch.
bring that piece.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna go, yo, what's up with you? Why you looking like that? Why you been on?
No, I would come at you. I would never come at somebody just crazy. Now, you come at me on saying.
So that's what I mean. To be or not to be. Please say to be.
To be. Yes,
Yes.
to be. Yes, because I'm trying to bring that back. I'm trying to figure out what's
because
going on.
that's the scenario. They had a long day.
You want to be.
Get a
to
little,
be.
little sassy. Yeah.
I
to
say
be.
not to be. No, I'm just kidding, fellas. I'll be her piece. I'll be her piece at that point. Because I believe, a relationship is a working thing. We have to work at it. If somebody's being snarky, there has to be a reason
It's
for
a reason. Nobody just
Wakes up.
Just
I
has
mean,
an attitude.
some
To
people
be.
do, but
So the consensus is to be. Final
To be.
and last scenario. Your partner has an annoying habit of rubbing their wins in your face.
their wins.
Yeah, like DJ Khaled. Anyway, whether it's bets or arguments. Now you finally win an argument, but your partner has been in a bad mood all day. To be or not to be.
Hey, cuz, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like that question.
Yeah, because then you're not really dealing with somebody that's mature.
Like, if we're in a relationship, what are we competing about?
Hey,
Like, this is a real
you
competition.
win and you lose some. You win some and you lose some.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you got it. Cool.
So you're gonna be his piece.
Yeah, because I'm going to just be like, this is so, like, minute. What are we doing? Like, it's not serious.
Bet.
So,
She
wait,
said yes.
run it back.
Uh-huh.
So, rephrase
like
it
that
again.
effect.
Run it back. So, I gotta be his piece if, what was it again?
If basically they always rub their wins in your face and you finally win, but they're in a bad mood that day.
Are they in a bad mood because I won, or they're just
They're already in a bad mood. They're
just
already in a
'cause-
bad mood. And
Yeah.
you just happen to win in a day they're in a bad mood.
So they're in a more bad mood because I won?
Well, they might be. Nah, what do you do? Do
Like,
you rub
get over
it in?
it, bruh.
Do you do
I
like
mean,
butter?
Get out
you know, some people
feelings.
also need their space, so you just kind of just, all right, I'm gonna let you chill out.
So be his piece.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
the way being
yes,
his piece. Walking
yes,
away,
be-
kind of
walking away and just letting him kind of like,
Fellas, I'm gonna say,
That you
I'm
get off
not
your
being the piece in
period.
that situation.
why
I'm
not?
gonna rub it in. Run around the house with a DJ Khaled song.
Wow.
All we do is,
Wow.
you already know what time it is, and I'm not.
I might
in
do that too. 'Cause I have a little petty
not
bone.
be her piece. You got
You got a little petty
For
bone.
me, it goes both ways.
The
I have
relationship
I
is
have
a
petty
little
bone.
interesting when there's a little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a little petty bone. Because I definitely got one.
I mean, you just do a little heh, and then you kind of just go about your day and let them be until they're, you know,
That's it.
recharged.
Well, you heard it first, guys. I was actually representing the fellas today about being her piece, and our topic was, of course, be your partner's piece, and you heard it from both of our panelists today, Lenny and actual Daph, the Queen Daph, of course. Now,
correct.
we're going to come back, of course, with the final thoughts. So we'll be right back after this break.
Hey, it's your boy Cadet, the bow-legged assassin. You're not watching The Fix.
Welcome back, guys. Our topic today definitely was be your partner's piece. Now, I brought out the blazer today. I wanted to be on my A game. So, you guys tell us how you guys felt about everybody's opinion and their perspective on today's topic. Remember, use the hashtag Let's Talk About It and use it on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as well. If you guys are watching on TATV, Orlando, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, use those platforms to interact with us, all right? Now, we didn't really get on the same term, and I kind of, figured. So, any final thoughts for the viewers about being his piece and her piece?
Listen, guys. Being somebody's piece, it's not something you turn off and on. It's just what it is. That's just what it needs to come with the relationship. The man needs to be her piece. She needs to be his piece. Period.
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 That's
Period.
it. I'm going to just drops mic. I wish I had invited you.
I know, right? Don't drop the
it.
cup.
There's no turning off and on. Like, you just need to be it. And it doesn't matter, it has to be just this area. Every single area in the relationship.
Okay.
Be their piece.
All right, and myself from the fellas standpoint, I know as mentioned, we do bring the peace in a relationship starting up. However, we do have to incorporate some more aspects of being her piece within the relationship. So, yeah, that's my take on that.
Well, for me, again, before anybody could be anybody's piece, find that peace within yourself, because if you don't find that peace within yourself, you're just going to be toxic to everybody else. And if both people don't have that peace, then It all goes downhill from there.
There you have it, guys. You have it from both of the panelists and both and myself as well. Your host, Marc The Dreamer, and I also represent the fellas, the little fellas, and the ladies. Also, Lenny represents the ladies. You guys ganged up on me, but I think I came out on top. Thank you guys for watching. Next week, we're going to see you guys same time, 9 o'clock, Monday. Let's get it. Thank you guys for watching.
All right, bye.
We appreciate y'all.